How to get started on your wealth journey. Step 1, earn large amounts of money so you can reinvest it and start earning wealth. Okay, so some of the main ways to earn large amounts of money, to have extra money left over to invest, is figure out a long-term profession to go to school for, which I'm not here proposing either. That's something everyone knows and how to do that. You can go do that. However, if it's general wealth and long-term sustainability you're after, the way to do that is by getting a massive influx of income coming in order to not only cover your monthly expenses, but to have a surplus of that in order to put that into other investments. I like to take the approach that Robert Kiyosaki made famous, and he refers to it as buy, borrow, and die. And what he means by that is buy assets, take those assets and borrow against them for cash flow, and then you just repeat that until you're no longer with us. So that's one route you could do it. Another would be generating another form of income specifically for a purpose. Maybe you start a side business that you can earn a few $1,000s extra a month, and that just strictly goes to your investing fund, or vice versa. Maybe that side business covers all your living expenses and your main source of income goes strictly to your investing fund. You should definitely have a diversified portfolio. I'm a fan of crypto, physical assets such as gold, silver, high-end watches and timepieces, real estate. Very easily, quickly, and in many, many different ways, a business can become a burden on the owner and the management. So I prefer to operate in a different style and allow my businesses to operate as automated as possible and generate independent income streams that aren't correlated with each other. So that way I'm insulated against any sort of downturn in any one of these income streams that I may be involved in. So there's different ways to approach generating income and what it is you're doing for your daily income source. However, having a predefined plan to utilize that is key. And you want to have this in any sense. You want to always have some sort of form of goal to work towards and a clear vision of what it is you're actually working towards. The best way that I've found that I've done myself is earned high commissions through sales jobs. I'll do some other videos on this, but this video I want to talk about just strictly commission jobs and the types of commission jobs, what's a good fit for you and what you'd either want to avoid or make sure to understand before getting into it. And the two types I'm really going to touch on today is 100% commission versus base salary plus commission. Base commission meaning you get a certain amount of money per week or per month. The rest comes from a performance-based commission schedule. So sometimes that commission payout will have a threshold, meaning that you won't even get $1 in commission until you reach a minimum threshold. At one of the sales jobs, it was a telemarketing office. We were calling on behalf of Sprint, business to business only. It was a great sales job for me. There was a lot of objections to overcome. There was a lot of thinking on my toes. With telemarketing, you have to get past the gatekeeper that they call it. It's usually like a secretary, someone answering the phone, and they're trained and they're instructed to send these sales calls to a voicemail or to just avoid them altogether and person's not in, or he doesn't work here anymore, and hang up, just get you off the line. As a sales guy, you have to understand this and counteract that. So I have my tricks of the trade. I would extract information softly without them understanding what I'm doing, without deceiving them either, delicately walking that line. This is a base plus commission. So they have these thresholds to basically kind of challenge you so you don't get it. It saves the company money. However, if you do get it, the amount of money they're making off those new lines ensures that the commission is worth paying to you. So this is why commission paying jobs are so powerful, because companies not going to tell you, stop, don't sell as many, don't sell so much. Most businesses, there isn't usually a maximum on that, especially software sales. So threshold was quite challenging. So I would go home, I would do more research, learning, read books. YouTube was just starting to come out at the time, so I was checking out. There's some sales stuff on there, but yeah, I was really trying to perfect my craft, and it paid off. Walked into work one day, one of the voicemails I sent out on one of the calls that I made, I got a call back. I ended up closing the deal. It took like a week to do. It happened to be the electrical contractor for the Intel factory in Arizona, and processor production was just massive and it was just growing. I think I sold them 170 or 180 new lines. Basically that month I made a massive 5-figure commission, and I invested it into Bank of America stock at the time, which I think I bought around $250 or $350 per share, $250, $350 a share. In between there, I made multiple buys within, I think, 6 to 7 months. months, it was already at $13. That's a great example of how I grinded it out. I got a nice commission payment. I rolled as much of that commission into a smart opportunity investment. And then that investment was what it was able to allow me to quit that job eventually and opened up my own recording studio at that point. As I mentioned earlier, I had another sales job where I went door to door, and this is for AT&T. I was converting their cable and internet from Comcast. I was given a list of addresses. I had to go to these specific addresses because there could be one house on the block that qualified and another house that didn't qualify. So it sucked because you could be selling it to one neighbor and then this other neighbor wants it, but his house isn't on the list. I'm like, sorry, I would love to sell it to you, but I can't. This was also challenging because it was 100% commission. So you could go put in all your day's work walking around, literally walking in the heat. In the summer, I was doing this, dealing with rejection after rejection. Every 100 houses you go to, you might get 5 sales type of thing. Not only did I have to up my closing average, but I also had to up my ability to handle rejection, maintain a positive mindset. There's 4 main sales tactics. I'll do a whole video on that. Maintaining a positive mindset is one of those 4. And on top of that, once you get someone to agree to purchase, you have to have them fill out the application right there in front of you, call into the call center, give their social security number, and pass a credit check. And then the deal closes, and then you get your commission paid. Worst part is if the install doesn't happen, you get what's called a clawback. So I'd get paid the commission, but then if I had any clawbacks that month, they would pull it out of my future commissions. And there was nothing you could have done about it. Nothing. Clawback happened while you're not even there. You have no contact back to the customer, nothing. You just interface with them that one day. Random stranger walked up to their door, got them to sign up. They signed up. And let's say the install didn't go through. They changed their mind. Their husband came home later that night. Was like, what did you do? I don't want to switch to AT&T. I want Comcast. It didn't. So what I started doing is following up. I would have their contact info. I would follow up with some of the accounts, just give them a reminder. But anyway, my point is, the way I figured is if I needed to minimum $100 to live, I needed to earn $100 a day. So I'm always shooting for $200 a day, $300 a day. And that's how I became the top earner in that office. On those days that I would make only 100, I would know like, man, I really got to make sure these accounts close because I wouldn't have that extra buffer room of, a $200-$300 day. You want to take control of these. You want to take responsibility for your life. You just got to really get yourself out there. Embrace rejection. Every rejection I get, I'm one step closer. I'm one more door closer. I'm one more phone call closer to a close. And understand that you're just doing this as a stepping stone to get to your next level, to be able to invest, to get some breathing room, just like I did out of the studio I started. Like I said, it allowed me to secure my initial stepping stone to the future of my financial freedom. The power is in commission jobs. Anybody can get a sales job. You just got to have the ability to deal with the struggle of it. It's not just a task. You're not just getting paid by the hour to just do something. It's an art. You have to understand that this is an art. It's just like going out to the bar and trying to pick up a girl. And when a lot of people go out to do that, their success rate is very, very low. The ones that are good at it know how to do it right. All those skills are teachable and learnable as well. So keep that in mind. You really want to change your life because it takes self-investment to actually overcome challenges in those commission-based jobs. So that's what all my content's about, whether it's the stuff geared towards the cannabis or geared towards, just self-mastery, entrepreneurship in general, different mindsets needed to successfully do this and see profits come out of it and actually change your life with that. I'm going off firsthand experience here. It was a struggle. It was a grind. I went through the doubt. I went through the fear, and I'm telling you that you can make it to the other side, and you can make it sooner than you may think. And that's the beauty of it, is before you know it, you'll stop and kind of reassess things. You're like, wow, I'm doing what I set out to do. And maybe it's not the exact same way or the amount that you thought it would be, but you're doing it. And now all you got to do is just turn up the volume, get those small wins under your belt, see that it's possible, and then you just grow the momentum from there. So thanks again for watching. I'm glad this video can help you guys. If you have any critiques for me, any constructive criticism, leave them in the comments below. Any conversation points you want to bring up, again, put it in the comments below. I check them and read them and answer them myself. And then aside from that, click the link below, hichris.com. We got a lot of great content like this on the website. Click the subscribe button, the alert button, and also the thumbs up button to help with the algorithm. And share the videos too. Hit the share button too. Send it out. I wish you best on your financial present and your financial future, because really it starts today, and it's with the mindset you actually taking action. Work towards it. Put action into it. Put effort into it. Before you'll know it, you'll see it actually manifest. You'll become the person that you need to be to create that a reality. Follow my channel, follow the website, check out all the social media links. It's on the website, and share these videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks, and I wish you the best.